It's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee, and my guy Akeem Woods is here.
Hi, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Akeem? We are dressed like we're in two different places. You got on your tank top and shorts. I have on a full long sleeve shirt with pants. I get cold in here though.
It is, girl. The subways are so hot, and New York in general is just hot.
Okay.
And I lost 12 pounds. So
I know. Look at you. You're trying to show it off. You've really been doing this detox. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Well, we have Maya joining us today. Yes, you heard me right. The singer, Maya. She's on a tour right now with SWV, Escape. But I've actually never interviewed Maya before, so this should be quite interesting. Also, let's start the show off with some love, with some positivity. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know who you want to spread some love to, who you want to shine a light on. Again, that's 800-292-5150. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine. Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee. My guy Akeem Woods is here with me today. Hey, and we got to shine a light on a mutual friend of ours.
Mutual buddy.
I actually know you through him.
You do.
Godfrey,
happy birthday.
Yeah, today is also happens to be...
Well, not today. His birthday was like 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah, it was on the 21st, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so happy birthday to Godfrey. And by the way, hilarious comedian. I met him for the first time. Actually, he started hosting. He was my first guest host on Way Up when I first launched this show over a year ago. And he's come back so many times. He is hilarious.
Very funny.
And I've been on his show, and Godfrey we trust as well.
Yes.
And you're a regular.
I am a regular over there, and we'll be in Miami this weekend.
What are you guys going to do for his... What did you do for Godfrey for his birthday?
I just called him, and he didn't answer.
That's a hard day to answer the phone.
But no, I get he's not like, that's just how he is. He's a terrible person when it comes to phone conversation.
Yeah, and he loves to FaceTime all the time.
He does, and I have an Android, so.
All right, well, shout out to you, Godfrey. He's amazing, so funny, and I remember being excited to even just meet him and that he knew who I was. So shout out to you. Yeah. All right, well, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. What's up, Mercedes? Who do you want to shine a light on?
I would love to shine a light on my mom, Rashonda Mays. It is her birthday today.
Ooh.
And she is turning 55.
Oh, 55. That's beautiful. What are you guys going to do to celebrate?
We're going to the movies now. She wants to see Twister. I think that's what it's called. So we're going to see that, and then I'm cooking dinner for her. And I got to figure out something because I didn't buy her a present, so I need something to walk into the door with.
Oh, that's a fact, because even though you're doing all this to take her to the movies, making dinner, you still want to be like, here.
She made it a big deal, so I would like to do support her. I just got to think about it, but I'm going to think of something because I'm very creative. She's always just working. She doesn't have time to spend time with family or just not work, so I would like to get her away from the house for a little bit.
Right. Oh, a spa day sounds good.
That will be nice. Definitely a massage.
Right.
Or like her hair, something where she could just get away for a little bit.
Turn that phone off. Nobody bother me for 2 hours,
Yes, 4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours. You know what's even better? You go with her and make it like a mommy-daughter day. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in. Happy birthday to her. And thank you, Mercedes.
Thank you very much. Y'all have a great day.
You too. Well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, I'm going to spread some love. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie and find out what Grammy-winning artist, by the way, he won 4 Grammys, is putting out another album after 20 years of not releasing music. We'll tell you all about it. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
All right, it's Way Up, and this is exciting. Guess who just walked in the building? Tony Rock is here.
Yeah. Shout out to Brooklyn.
Back home.
Yes,
back
good to be home. Home
and
cooking.
And Akeem Woods is here, so it's going to be a funny day today. I already know, but let's get into some Yee team. All right, first up, let's talk about Iggy Azalea. Now, she recently was talking about her ex-Playboy Cardi. They have a kid together. She was on the Dinners on Me podcast. And here's what she had to say about being a single mom.
And I know you just mentioned yourself, not you being single right now.
Yeah, I'm very much a single mother.
Do you...
I'm very much the only parent.
Yeah.
No disrespect, but
yes.
I'm not co-parenting, really. And
I totally
that's just
get it.
the reality of it. It's it's 24/7.
All right. Well,
Her voice bugs me.
Why?
I don't know why, but it just bugs me.
She's Australian. That's her
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You don't know anything about Iggy Azalea.
I really don't.
You don't care about her OnlyFans.
Well, clearly. What? I know
She said no disrespect, but I'm an only parent. I'm an only.
She did
That's
say
kind of
that.
disrespectful.
That is
right?
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't said anything in response to any of this.
I feel like she did this already, though. I feel like
She's talked about
she
it.
does this all the time. Like every couple of months, she pops up. Like
How many
he's
kids
not
does she
a
got?
parent.
Just one.
Yeah, but I feel like she's done this already. Like,
Mentioned
hey,
it.
yeah, I'm the single mom.
You know
I'm
what
the
it is,
single mom.
though? And I'm sure you can attest to this. When you get interviewed, people ask you the same thing.
Very true. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And then the clip goes viral because they know
Yeah.
that's the headline.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that being said, I hate that I tease this, but Will Smith has signed a new deal. He's going to be on a label called Slang, which is a label that was launched by Renee McLean. If you know Renee McLean, he used to do the Mix Show Power Summit way back in the day. It was like a thing for DJs to come together and hear from labels. But yeah, so this will be his first album in 20 years. And, you know, he had recently put out a single as well. So there, we're not going to try to get a reaction.
You won't get a reaction.
I know. We're not. I didn't know. Okay. And Jay-Z is going to be doing a special 3-day 40/40 Club pop-up for Fanatics Fest. If you don't know what Fanatics Fest is, it is Michael Rubin's company. And they said it's going to be kind of like when Michael Rubin does his white party and Jay-Z does his gold party, but combined. So
nice.
All VIPs. Was anybody in here invited?
Of course. When is
I
it?
wasn't.
When is
August
it?
16th to the 18th at the
I'm
Javits
making a phone
Center.
call. I'm in that piece.
Well, they're saying Fanatics Fest is going to be like 100,000 people, but the 40/40 Club reboot is going to be a very select group of 200 people like Tom Brady, Mike Tyson, Derek Jeter, Kevin Durant, Ben Stiller, and people like that.
Yeah, I fit on that list.
You fit right in. All right, give me +1, get me in. All right, well, that is
I'm
your...
gonna try to be a waiter there.
Yeah, like somehow. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. Tony Rock, we know you're back home.
Yes.
And there's big things happening in Brooklyn, so I want you to tell us where you were. I know it was a ribbon cutting, so we have to talk about this new venture
yes, indeed.
that's happening in Brooklyn, and you'll let us know what you did too, Akeem. I know you're working. You're on your way to Miami.
I am.
It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
Last night. All right, it's way up. I'm here. Tony Rock is here. Akeem Woods is here.
What's up? What's up?
Now, let's talk about last night. Now, I know you're getting ready to go to Miami
I
with
am.
Godfrey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what'd you do last night?
I can't talk about that on the radio, but it was fun.
Oh my gosh, he has a very wild gay life. They do things
I
that,
do.
yeah,
That's why I was like, talk about
dangerous.
what y'all
All right.
did.
All right, Tony Rock, you're in town now, even though you're from Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn. I returned to Brooklyn last night. I went to a ribbon cutting ceremony. My man Kirk opened a comedy lounge on Tompkins Ave, 155 Tompkins Avenue. Captain Kirk's Comedy Lounge. It opened last night. Ribbon cutting, meet and greet, food, drinks, and then we did a comedy show. Myself, Mr. Commodore, Chelsea Perry, Travis Harris. It was a good night, man. My friends came through.
Where
Kirk's
you're from,
family was
too.
there. Right down the street from where I grew up. It was beautiful. It was a great night.
Isn't it nice to see things developing where you're from? Like, I live in that area now, so I could walk to that comedy club. Ray DeJean has his comedy club, 275 Park, and you're going to be
I'm
there
tonight, yeah.
You'll be there tonight, and you're in town for that, and I'm going to stop by, too.
Sweet.
But I love to see that. Like, I just think about the comedy scene in Brooklyn coming up. There were so many good places that we could go to. I remember going to see Donnell at this place called, I think it was called Brown Sugar in Bed-Stuy on the corner. Yeah, I think that's what it was called. It wasn't that crowded that particular day, but and it happens.
It happens.
It does
happen. It absolutely happens.
You saw me at, what was the theater we're at?
I went in Bed-Stuy at
Yeah.
Restoration Plaza just a couple of weeks ago. I went to go see Akeem. It
Oh,
was
they do shows at Restoration now?
yes, they just started. And
They did one show and it was wildly unattended. We had maybe 40 people in there.
It was so I'm
It
gonna
was
tell
fun,
you
though.
what they did was because it's Caribbean Heritage Month, but also Pride Month, and they try to combine the two things. I don't know that
And
those
two don't
things-
combine.
They do
Those
not
two do not
combine.
combine.
Yeah. So it was all
The
Caribbean.
Africans walking in there like, man, what's going on in here,
Yeah.
man?
It was
It's like a
all
madness, man.
Caribbean. I was the only gay part of the thing. I'm like, why am I
It was really
here?
funny because I was like, I don't know who planned this,
Yo, that's two things that do not go together.
Not at all.
but I was there.
But it was
and
fun.
I enjoyed
It was fun.
thoroughly. All right. Well, anyway, I want to talk about this though because I be watching every Tyler Perry movie when it comes out, and he just did Keke Palmer's podcast, and she said, I believe he's definitely found a way to work in the system, and he's employed a lot of black people, including writers, which we speak about in the interview, so not just in front of the camera, but behind. And I see a lot of people are critical of Tyler Perry movies, so we're going to talk about this. 800-292-5150. What do you guys think about Tyler Perry movies? Do you watch them? I'm going to ask y'all too. So when we come back, just think about what you're going to say. Okay. But do you watch Tyler Perry movies and what do you think of them? 800-292-5150. Call us up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
All right, it's Way Up. I'm here. Akeem Woods is here.
What's up?
Tony Rock is here.
Yeah.
And Mano just
walked in the building.
Yeah.
What's happening?
This is a very Brooklyn room.
Yeah.
Just full disclosure.
Super Brooklyn.
Akeem was actually born in Brooklyn.
I was.
Even though he don't claim it. Okay.
No, I claim it, but I don't like telling people.
You can't claim it if you're not from.
Yeah, I'm not from there.
Don't claim it, bro.
Yeah, I just tell people I was born in Bed-Stuy. Like, all right.
No. You can leave that out.
Bed-Stuy.
You don't say born and raised.
Right.
I don't say born and raised. No.
All right, well, anyway, let's get into this Yee. Tory Lanez is going to be dropping his prison tapes from behind bars. He's announced the release of this new music project that's going to come out July 26th. Here's what the audio sounds like.
After about 20-something to 30-something ups and mistakes, me and my engineer finally figured out how to record music over the jail phone and still keep the quality as professional as I had it on the street. It's over. I done cracked the code, man. This means that not even these prison walls can stop me from dropping new music. It's crazy. You know what I mean? I'm dropping the all-new Free Tory playlist. It's going to be updated every week with new music that I'm recording from prison in real time. You know, this is the first of its kind. And although God has already showed me that this moment is only temporary, it speaks testimony to the fact that no matter where they put me, they can't lock down my spirit, my ambition, my soul, my passion, nor my destiny.
He sound different. Right?
It's a jail phone. It's a jail phone. You got echo.
Right? Okay.
It was the echo.
Okay.
It wasn't auto-tune.
I don't know what the audio is going to sound like from the jail tapes.
What?
Yo, he got some fire music out
How long is he in for?
What, he got 10 years?
Yeah, so
7.
You said 7 years?
I thought it was 7.
Okay, I don't know.
I forgot what it was.
All right, well, Cardi B has her Whip Shots deal now, so congratulations to her. She posted, wow, I just secured a really big distribution deal for Whip Shots. I'm really proud of myself. Everything is actually falling into place and happening at the right time. We did a lot of Whip Shots up here. You know what that is?
No.
So it's really great for coffee, but it's like a whipped cream, but it's spiked.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's delicious, too, by the way. I just want to point that out.
All right.
All right. And Chris Brown and Yella Beezy, they have a new $15 million lawsuit over this show where a security guard is saying that his neck was crushed when the brawl happened backstage. You guys know that there was this whole thing. 4 guys say they were invited to the VIP experience with Chris Brown, and then it turned out one of them was a quote-unquote op that had said some negative things about Chris Brown in the past, and allegedly he ordered his crew to attack them. That included Yella Beezy. And so now a security guard is saying that he actually got also injured during that attack, a cracked vertebrae in his neck and a severely injured hip.
But why is he suing Chris?
Because it was his entourage,
so Chris
allegedly.
His crew to attack them.
Oh.
Yeah, so the security was in the midst of all this melee, and that's why, you know, that's what happens. So we'll see what happens. I haven't seen Chris Brown respond to any of these allegations or accusations as of now.
Busy taking pictures for $1,000.
Listen, those pictures are going viral.
Those pictures are going viral.
I'm doing that at my show this weekend. $50.
Are you really?
I'm doing $50. You take it however you want. My
You
show
can't
this
do
weekend.
that.
$50. However you want to take it. This weekend, I'm in Albany.
Oh my gosh.
Why you say he can't do it?
Because, you know, Chris Brown, I mean, what if you're in a relationship, can you take pictures
What
like that?
What are you trying to say?
If you're in a relationship, you know, your girl be like, nah.
She'll understand. We bringing this money home.
$50 a pop. Man.
For $50?
Take it however you want to take it.
Can your woman take pictures like that for $50?
She could take it at the Chris Brown concert. She can take them randomly in the street.
All right, now Zendaya and Sam Levinson, he is the writer for Euphoria. Apparently, the two of them had a bit of a falling out, but it says that things might be healing soon because everybody's waiting for season 3. So allegedly, they're going to start filming at the beginning of 2025, but it all has to do with that show, The Idol. He was the sole writer for The Idol, and apparently spending a lot of time working on that, not handing in the script for Euphoria. Zendaya had previously said it was out of her hands. So behind the scenes, they're saying that things were just disorganized. There was a whole article that came out about, you know, what what it was like on set. But maybe Euphoria is going to come back. Does anybody here watch it besides me?
I haven't seen it.
Just you. Oh,
you guys.
Nobody watch it? Man.
I watch it. I watched every single episode.
I just don't really be watching teenage dramas like that.
I thought Zendaya did a fantastic job.
I'm sure she did.
On that show. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that you may not be hearing about. They're flying under the radar, but they're important. We actually have an update on what happened with this outage and how much it's ended up costing people who've been traveling and doing other things as well. It's way up.
These stories are flying under the radar.
All right, it's a time up in here. Mano's here. Tony Rock is here. Akeem Woods is here. And we were talking about Kamala Harris and our excitement for her running for office. Some people aren't so excited, but I'll tell you who is. Her sorority sisters. You know, they've already raised so much money for her, and everybody is going to be galvanizing behind her. The fraternities and the sororities. And so right now, that's going to be a valuable thing. She's an AKA.
Nice.
And shout out to Jasmine Brand, because Jasmine was saying they've already bought out like everything, the hotels in DC, in anticipation of her becoming president for when they do the whole inauguration. And so you can't even get a hotel there for during that time. All right. So shout out to the Divine Nine. Now, of course, you know, some people have issues with that. And Brian Kilmeade on Fox News had some things to say about Kamala Harris actually skipping, Israel Prime Minister's address to Congress. Instead, she was delivering remarks to the Zeta Phi Betas in Indianapolis, and here's what he had to say.
The most recent decision, already you got a question. She will not show up for the Prime Minister's joint session of Congress today. She'd rather address in the summer a sorority, a college sorority, like she can't get out of that.
Now, people said he said colored. But
like she college.
No, he said college.
He said college. Yeah, he said
I wouldn't be surprised.
I thought he said colored.
See,
and I would not be surprised, right?
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be like.
I heard college.
I heard colored.
Yeah, I heard college. But I wouldn't be surprised.
I heard the N-word. It was him talking. I heard the N-word.
That's fair. I'm sure he said it after they
that
cut.
moment definitely went viral with people thinking that he said colored because, you know, but they have
his track record.
Well, he meant it. He meant colored.
Definitely come forward and said that is not what happened. All right. Now, for everybody who was traveling and experiencing this global tech outage, I know for you, Tony, you still had a delay.
I was delayed yesterday, yeah.
You said, but not that bad.
Like 45 minutes, yeah.
Well, what they're saying is it was a devastating CrowdStrike software glitch that crashed all of the computers. Who knew that something like this could happen? It's the largest IT outage in history.
Oh, dang.
And it's going to cost Fortune 500 companies more than $5 billion in direct losses.
Woo!
It was the precursor to what's going to happen later on.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
it was like, let's just set it up now to see how everybody scrambles, and then we're going to really drop it later.
Now, what they did say, though, with this whole failure is that they're trying to plan ahead in case something like this ever happens again so that it won't happen like this. So it was like a software update that had an issue. So now what the plan is moving forward, when they do this, it's going to be a staggered approach to releasing content updates so everybody doesn't get the same update at once. So I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that's an easy solution. All right. Well, that is your Under the Radar. Now, you know, we have the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, we have Maya joining us today. Y'all saw she was on stage. Who? Maya.
What Maya?
The singer Maya. Cut it out, man.
Here?
Yes.
Coming in here.
Yes. She actually performed with Cisco last night. What? Y'all are so funny. All right. Anyway, it's Way Up.
Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee,
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
All right, it's Way Up. I'm here. Tony Rock is here.
Yep.
Akeem Woods is here.
What's up?
Let's get into some Yee T. Now, Funny Marco said that he canceled the joint comedy tour he had with Bobby Altoff. You know who Bobby Altoff is, right?
Sorry, I don't.
She's a white girl that does like those awkward interviews.
Oh, yes, I know who she is. I don't know her.
She did an interview
with
with Drake, but then ended up taking it down.
The industry plant.
And then Sukihana, like she's interviewed a bunch of different people.
Some basic white girl who's on.
Sorry, I don't.
Offset. Well, anyway, here's what he had to say about why he canceled their tour.
I did stand up
because it wasn't doing comedy,
and I'm still doing it. So I understand. I'm learning how to entertain a crowd, and it's not the same thing that you get on Instagram. This is real life where people are going to look and they want the energy and they want the feeling. And I feel like Bobby was stiff a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey man, let's really work on this. Like, and I paid script writers, like, let's really get him a show. And where she told me that's not me. Bobby was like, my comedy is me not talking a lot. And I'm like, this is different. Like, you can do that on the podcast, but in real life, this is different.
Yeah, you can't get on stage and not talk a lot.
Interesting.
Well, also,
my stand-up style is not talking a lot. Okay,
she's not a stand-up. They're trying to build.
Right.
They're crazy popular on social media, and they're selling out shows like that. Because I've played comedy clubs that they were there the week before, and it's all sold out. But I've heard like the comics like, oh no, the shows are terrible because they're not comics.
But
so
respect to Marco for knowing at least that you have to work at this. That's what I don't have no problem with the social media comics. If they have that approach,
right? You gotta work hard.
You gotta realize this is not what you do on social media. This is something different. And if you want to be in this lane, you have to work at this.
And he even tried to pay script writers for her.
I respect him for doing that. For like knowing and understanding that's a whole different.
It's a whole art form.
You know?
A lot of people won't do it though. A lot of people just keep getting the money.
It's the hardest art form in the world.
Yeah. He said people are paying their hard-earned money, and he just didn't want to have to do that.
Than being on social media making content.
Right. Yeah, because you can always reshoot something or cut it or edit it.
You got to really be funny.
Ain't no hecklers with a skit
in real time.
Well, we're definitely going to talk to Tony Rock about this more in a minute. But finishing up this Yeetie, man, I don't know if you guys saw, but Ice Spice did an interview in Rolling Stone where she talked about her and Lotto's beef. Right? Have you?
Hey, Lotto.
Hey, Lotto. Say hi to everybody.
Hey, Lotto.
Oh, my God, man.
And she said that she's good with Nicki Minaj because people are saying that there's issues with the two of them. And as far as any issues, she said, I can understand a friendly competition, but I just feel like at this point it's a joke that's just dragged out. And it's just not even funny. You're going to get a piece of ish cake to announce something that's good news for you, but it's kind of a compliment because you're taking something that's supposed to be a fun moment for you and you're making it about me again. And she was talking about Lotto kind of taking shots at her when she did the song Thank You to Ish. So, yeah, the beef does continue. Now let's talk about this clip that went viral. Jennifer Williams, Basketball Wives. We all know Jennifer in this room. And this clip, people are saying that it
Why
looks...
you look at me when you said that?
I said we all know Jennifer.
We all know Jennifer in this room.
Well, anyway, people were trying to say that her fiance, Christian, was asking her for $250,000 based off of this clip.
Of course, you know the situation we talked about with me and parole and still paying restitution. Yeah. It's an astronomical amount that I have to get to them in order to make sure I'm on. And we're talking a little under 250,000.
Christian is on probation from a case 10 years ago that is still affecting his life.
Now, I just want to say I did a little quick deep dive. And it says here that he's worth over $10 million.
Ooh, okay.
Her fiance.
So why you can't pay the $250?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think the best thing to do is I'm going to call Jennifer. Y'all know I went to high school with her.
Or was it $1 million and you paid it down to $250? Because he said 10 years ago.
It was astronomical number, he said.
10 years to pay it. You can't pay down $250
right, but
10 years?
That's what I'm saying. He got all his money, but he's saying that it's an astronomical number.
Well, I saw everybody in the comments.
Yeah, you worth $10 million, but $250 is astronomical.
Yeah, because
people in the comments were saying to run. I'm going to get her on the line, but when we come back, I do want to talk to Tony Rock about what you have going on while I try to get Jennifer on the line, because you're in town to do 275 Park tonight. That's Ray DeJean's Comedy Club in Brooklyn.
Yes.
But you also have a special, and I want to discuss how you did your special.
Let's talk about it.
Because it's quite interesting how it all happened. It's Way Up.
It's Mastery of Comedy. On Way Up with Angela Yee.
All right, it's Way Up. I'm here. Mano's here. Akeem Woods is here. And Tony Rock for the first time.
Yeah.
Is up here gracing
us
with his
presence.
presence.
I don't get no. Man,
you don't got a drop.
I need a drop.
We got to get you a drop.
We're going to help you out, though. They be bringing
it's the Rock. I need that. It's the Rock.
And listen, you're in town. Ray DeJean actually hit me up and was like, hey, Tony Rock's going to be at my club. And I wanted him to come up there. And you did. So I appreciate you for that.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for the tequila.
Oh, yeah. We got to finish it, though.
Yeah, we're going to knock it out.
All right. And so 275 Park tonight.
Yes.
All right, and I want to talk about your special because your story is interesting.
Yes.
Rock the World.
Rock the World is the new special. I shot it. I didn't shoot it myself, but every penny spent on the special was my money.
Okay.
For the last couple of years, my agency, my management, they just wasn't working with me. We wasn't in a cohesive unit and getting it done. I was tired of waiting. I took my money out the bank. I shot the special myself. It is amazing. It looks great.
Where'd you shoot it?
I shot it in Los Angeles.
Nice.
And as soon as it started the word started traveling that it was out and it was up and people wanted to see it, that's when I got an amazing offer to sell it.
So it was up very briefly, and then
very
you
briefly,
took it down.
very briefly.
Yeah.
As soon as it was seen, like maybe the first week, I got a really nice, lucrative offer.
That's
from
right.
Special.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
So now I want all the young comics to know, or not even young comics, but if you want to do something, put your own money up, shoot it, invest in yourself. The money will come back on the back end.
Yeah, sometimes people have a problem with that. And I just think that's so interesting because, people are like, oh, I try to pitch and nobody wants it and this and that.
Yeah.
Or, you do it this way where you end up getting more money than you probably would have got if it's done.
I pitched, I took meetings, people came out to see me. We'll see, we'll think about it. Not saying that everybody said no, but I wasn't at the forefront of their...
You wanted to be enthusiastic.
Yeah, I wanted them to be enthusiastic and really want to go. They were kind of like, we'll see.
That's interesting because I would think anybody would jump at the opportunity right away, but that shows you how difficult it is. So for people who are trying to get it done, I know Godfrey has his GoFundMe that he hates to promote to try to raise the money to film
I think he's shooting in December.
Oh, he is?
I think so.
Okay,
but now the beauty of it all is that now I know I can do it without them.
Right.
Yeah. So the next special, I won't even try to seek the deal or the check. I know I can do it myself now. So that's the best and the worst thing that they let happen to me is that I know now that I don't need them.
Yeah. It's interesting because I would have thought you would have done this too.
Yeah.
Like this would have.
If you've seen my show, you're like, where's this special at?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
well, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Rock the World coming soon. Second special is called Born to Rock, coming very soon. Both executive produced by Charleston Rock, my son.
Okay, I love it.
Awesome.
Listen, now earlier we spoke to Jennifer since we're talking about money and getting lucrative deals. And her clip went viral from Basketball Wives where she was with her fiance and he's saying that he owes $250,000. People think that he wants her to pay that restitution. Well, I have her on the line. She's on hold right now. So we're going to come back and we're going to talk to Jennifer and get the full story from her point of view. Are you ready for this? You ready, Mano?
He is trying to get her to pay.
All right, it's way up.
We're about to do this.
One of the most famous women in radio. We're talking about Angela Yee. You're way up with Angela Yee.
Please believe that.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Akeem Woods is here. Tony Rock is here. And Mano's here.
I'm here, baby.
And we were talking about Jennifer earlier during UT and what happened on Basketball Wives. Here's the clip.
Of course, the situation we talked about with me and parole and still paying restitution. Yeah. It's an astronomical amount that I have to give to them in order to make sure I'm off. And we're talking a little under $250,000.
Now, I told you, Jennifer's my friend from high school, and we had a whole conversation about this behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And so let's get Jennifer on the line. Hey, Jen, people think that your fiance, Christian, is asking you to pay this $250,000 for him from his probation.
Okay, so here's the thing. I haven't seen the show because I've been stuck due to this outage. But I don't know how the show was edited. This is not something that is new. Like, I knew Christian had this restitution to pay, and I'm not sure how it plays on the show, but he never asked me to pay it. I've never paid a single thing. Christian is very much a gentleman. He is my protector. He is a provider, and he has been handling his business. That's not my job to pay his restitution.
That's right.
He's never asked me to pay it.
Better not pay
So
it.
I'm not sure where this is coming from, and it's crazy to me. I'm like, wait, when you call me, I'm like, what do you mean it's going viral?
Well, it
So
looks
I don't
like.
know what it's
Hold on, Jennifer. I'm sorry. This man, I'm speaking as a friend. The way that they chopped it up, it looks like he's cracking for some money. It looks like that.
Well,
he's
no, we're
leaning
having a
towards
conversation. We're talking about our wedding, and he's telling me that, yes, we have this wedding coming up. He has to pay restitution. So it's a lot of things that need to get paid. But he's not asking me to pay it. We're having a discussion as a couple. But hey, I'm glad the streets are talking.
But you do know, like, a lot of times when people, people that be doing them long cons that they don't really ask straight up. They kind of like lean in.
Mano, that's her fiance.
No, I'm saying, I'm being honest.
Well, here's the thing. We've been together for almost 2 years.
Nice.
Christian has never asked me to pay for a thing. He has his own money. He's very successful. He day trades. He manages people's money. Like, he does not have an issue with money. So let's clear that up right now.
Okay, we know how TV can be. That's why I wanted Jennifer.
Right.
We wanted
So
to
you
come
gotta
straight.
look at the clip.
The cut looks like he's saying, like, I need you to pay this money. And
That's
the
kinda-
hand rubbing looks very Birdmanish.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, that's not the case. I mean, here's the thing. We get it. It's the beauty of editing. welcome to reality.
Now, another edited clip was also about with him saying that you didn't want him to work, but he has his own business.
We have a YouTube channel, and we were doing a YouTube episode, and we were talking about deal breakers. And I don't remember the whole conversation because we filmed this a while ago, but it is on our YouTube channel. You could check it out, Life with Jen and CG. And we were I was like, I'm allergic to broke. We were talking about
I'm allergic to broke.
Like what the deal breakers are. And so here's the thing: Christian works for a few hours and makes way more money than probably a lot of people. And so, you know, when you only work for a couple hours, you know, you could get a little bored. So he was like, maybe I might want to go get a job. And then he made a joke about bartending. Again, I haven't seen this episode, so I don't know how it was edited, but the full clip is on our YouTube channel, so you can check that out.
Okay. The YouTube channel is very spicy, too, ladies and gentlemen, in case you want to see more about the two of them. But welcome back from your trip as you're getting ready for your wedding. I got my flight already, got my room already.
Congratulations.
Am I invited?
We'll circle back offline.
Yeah. You got no room for me?
I don't know.
That means no.
Because you over here questioning.
No, because I'm only questioning based off the edit. I didn't know. Now you putting me in my place. You checked me, baby. Now I know.
All right. Well, thanks, Jen, for the exclusive.
You know I got you, Ange. Okay. All right. Have a good day, guys.
You too.
Bye.
All right. I got to check back in and see.
Yeah, she checked me. She put me in my place.
Mano, enter the microphone, please.
She put me in my place. She told me, stop it, Mano.
And how do you feel about it now, Tony?
I think we're going to be revisiting this in about 8 months. And
What you think gonna happen?
I think we'll be revisiting this in about 8 months.
I'm pulling up to the wedding.
Okay, all right. It's in Paris.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right.
I've been there.
When we come back, Maya is going to be joining us, and we are going to get a little bit of her business. You know, Maya don't really give up her business like that, but I feel like it's going to be a comfortable situation. It's way up.
Look.
Yeah, what's happening?
You want to know my name?
Way Up with Angela Yee.
Turn me on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes.
For the first time ever, Maya's in the seat.
Hello.
And listen, Maya's in town because you're actually on the Queens of R&B tour.
Yes.
So how's that been going so far?
It's been amazing. I think we are maybe 17 or 18 shows in now.
Oh, wow.
And it's gone by so fast, but it's such a treat. You know, those are all the songs that I grew up on and the songs that raised me, soundtrack to my teen years. And I'm singing along with the audience every night, just watching the other ladies.
Isn't it so weird that there's kids now that are like, I grew up on your music?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's funny because we're like, I grew up on that. And then there's people who grew up listening to Maya.
Right. You know, we actually speak about that during the show, talking to the audience, just the journey. You know, some of us are celebrating 20 plus years, 30 plus years on stage. So it's just a blessing.
And you signed your first deal at the age of 16. So the music industry was so different back then too.
Yeah.
Than what it is
90s.
today. And I remember last year you celebrated 25 years since your first album. That's amazing though, because there's a lot of people who started in this business who have since been like, all right, I'm done, or may not have the longevity that you've had. But even independently, you were one of the first people to be like, I'm going to do my own thing.
Yeah, it's been a journey, you know.
What triggered you?
25.
What triggered you going independent?
Oh, well, it's been 26 years. And I was 16, like you mentioned, when I got my first deal offered by an independent label in Washington, D.C. And then I signed with Interscope in 97, 98, around that time, who distributed the first album. And transferred to Motown, which was an R&B label, because initially Interscope was a rap and rock label.
Okay.
And I was probably one of the very first R&B test dummies to see if they could have an R&B department, right?
Sometimes it doesn't. Right?
Yeah. And so it was a great run. I stayed within the Universal Music System and Umbrella, and I just transferred to Motown, who was specifically R&B. And we worked on my fourth studio album. It was like an accidental release, you know, release dates change. And there are different territories in the world that sometimes don't get the memo. And so it leaked in Japan. And they loved it. And I got offered a deal independently. I left, of course, Motown after that situation. But no bad blood. Things happened. It was circumstantial. And I just decided to say, hey, okay, well, what's independence? Let me try this out. and see what it's all about. And so I learned immediately along the way, executive production happened, casting my own producers, assembling an album, funding, of course, and what that looks like.
That's always fun.
Yeah, the legal aspects. Yeah, so it was
felt like you were doing it when it wasn't cool being independent, when it wasn't,
it was different. It was unheard of, honestly.
Now people,
I think that also back then it was a lot harder because it wasn't like we had social media to directly go to people. It wasn't all these different outlets also it wasn't set up to be independent. It was like, who's going to work the record and who's going to send you to do the radio? Who's going to pay for the marketing budget? Because sometimes it is hard to have to fund things yourself too when you see that money. But at the end of the day, you're always funding things yourself. You just don't know it.
Yep, absolutely. But being independent, the pro of that is that you see everything coming in and going out, but you also dictate what your budget is, and you can make some life decisions and professional decisions simultaneously and say, well, is this song more important than my family? Or, radio is very expensive, and you're also learning as you go as to how much things really cost, because you don't really see a budget breakdown when you're sort of going through the motions.
They can tell you anything.
As a major label artist, you don't see every nickel.
They're like,
penny, dime, and cent. Yeah.
Oh, we went out to dinner, so that came out of your budget. And there's meetings that happen that you're not even at.
Yeah, so you have to call those shots. And I can tell you this, the independent journey teaches you how to be everybody simultaneously.
Like, I'm my backup dancer.
At the same time, it teaches you to go grind in ways that, people may talk really bad about you initially, but it also teaches you to improv and figure it out as you go without a lot of things. The funding, the budget, the hair and makeup. Sometimes you got to be that too. The travel agent.
Do you know how to do your own makeup?
Everything. Sewing, stylist. You have to learn how to do that and fall on yourself, because there's not always going to be somebody available or within your budget.
All right, Jasmine Byrne is in the building. Maya is here. She's on the Queens of R&B tour. We have more with her when we come back.
And I'm back. We're about to do this. One of the most famous women in radio. We're talking about Angela Yee. You're way up with Angela Yee.
Please believe that.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here, and we're talking for the first time ever to R&B queen Maya. So let me ask you this. So when you first put out It's All About Me and that song, that was a huge smash song for you. What was your mentality like at that time?
This was my first introduction to the world. Cisco, Drew Hill, they were all my label mates. They were very instrumental in the push. I was also a test dummy at the time at Interscope, like the first R&B artist.
It worked.
In between.
It worked.
Yeah. And nothing is guaranteed in this life, so it was just a one day at a time process or mentality for me. Let's just take it one day at a time. I know that I have the discipline. I know that I believe in me. I hope they believe in me. Let's keep all emotions to a minimum and learn as you go, and then apply everything that you did with all of your masters, your teachers, the ones that made you get it right. No shortcuts. And there were a lot of horrific moments where you don't know how to conduct a sound check. You don't know what radio drops are. You're learning as you go.
I wouldn't know none of that.
So you're very vulnerable, and life just teaches you as you go. You're going to fall on your face a lot of times, and that's what I did. But they were my best lessons.
It's interesting. You talk about being like the test dummy, because you did have a lot of hip hop collabs.
Yeah, I did.
And so that was that the label, like, we're gonna put Silk the Shocker on this. We're gonna put Jay-Z, you and Jay-Z. I mean, they were good.
They were all bangers.
Decisions.
So there was a magical era, 90s, where R&B and hip hop became fused together. Mary J. Blige was one of the first
to do it.
Yeah. That whole movement, and I was very lucky to be a part of that on the end, of course, 97, 98, and it was just a part of the culture. Happy 51 years to hip hop, by the way. So it was a beautiful time. Everything was so exciting, and some of it was my idea because that's just what I grew up on. The labels, the independent labels, we thought it just made a different synergy. There's different fan bases when you fuse the two together, and different regions also. There was No Limit in the South. Then you have the New York cluster of like hip hop classic artists. So it was a blessing to work with everybody.
Lady Marmalade. Think about what a huge, huge moment that was.
The Caribbean, Beanie Man.
We're gonna get to
like,
that.
I mean,
because it feels like that's your passion too, though. Like now, as you are making these decisions, seeing all these Caribbean artists that you choose to work with, I like that. You know, because
that's her jam.
But to hear you with like a Ja Cure, with a Bounty Killer, with obviously Beanie Man. I saw you said Shaggy.
Yeah.
As well.
It's feel good music. I love to be in company with people that just exude joy and happiness and love to work with each other. And that's a part of the culture. So, and I love to be in the islands.
Yeah, listen.
Don't we all?
That's a fact.
And it's global music too. And, you know, nothing like summertime music as well.
Well, listen, you better come back and join us again. I know you're on tour and I know you're super busy, and I do appreciate it because I know Maya don't just show up and do interviews anywhere.
You need to get her to guest co-host next time.
You know what? Congratulations on this endeavor.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know you have your journey as well.
Yes.
You are an entrepreneur, a boss, you know, a woman that knows herself and owns herself, every aspect, and I love to see it. So, congratulating you.
I'm gonna get you some juices next time too, since you know I know that we're both into that.
Yeah, congratulations on this whole enterprise, endeavor, and life journey. Yeah. And it's a pleasure.
You can watch the full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Yee. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. What a fun show today as we get ready for Friday. Thank you to Akeem for joining us. You're headed out to Miami tomorrow?
I'm in Miami at the Miami Improv all weekend with Godfrey. 5 shows. AkeemWoods.com.
And it was just his birthday. Happy birthday.
It was just his birthday. I'll tell him he said happy birthday.
To Godfrey. Now, Tony Rock.
Tell him I said it too.
Oh, yeah, dope. I will.
Tony Rock, tonight you're at 275 Park.
275 Park tonight. Albany Funny Bone this weekend, Friday and Saturday. 4 shows, 2 Fridays, 2 Saturday.
Nice.
Tony_Rock on Instagram. Real Tony Rock on Facebook. Just find me. You know how to find me.
You know how to find him. Yeah. And we can't wait for the announcement of the date for the special.
Yes, can't wait on the announcement for the Rock the World, the special. Check out the podcast live from the Green Room. Charleston, Dad, I love you very much.
Oh, that was sweet. Mano?
Yeah.
Let's get this money back from Bank of America. What are we doing?
That right there.
Okay.
That
that's
right
the mission.
there.
I got to get involved.
Please, you have to. It just got escalated.
Tag him in this video. Just tag Bank of America.
No, we got to get involved. But Mano, I'll see you at Tony's show tonight. Okay? In Brooklyn. Yeah. All right. It's Way Up. And of course, this is your show, so you have the last word.
Peace.
I love Tyler Perry. I support him. He shows us how to create a table for ourselves. So we always got to support him 100%.
Yeah, you see me on my Instagram.
Stay correct on all things relating to the culture. Tap in on the gram at Way Up with Yee.
Watch your social media feeds.